Hi, my name is Donna, and welcome to my sewing journey. I get asked a lot of questions about beginning to sew and how did I get started and what do you do if you make a mistake. I thought I would do a little video on just a lot of general information about getting started. So, do I make mistakes? Yep, I still make a lot of them, but that's okay. I have this really handy seam ripper. And I just use it whenever I make a mistake. I just rip out that seam and do it over. I don't worry about it. It's part of the process. You get better at things just by making a mistake. Another tip and trick, save your scraps. Because you can sew scraps together to create a big enough piece of fabric to make a template or to do a practice run of something. Plus, if you're just learning to do straight seams, you can buy just the remnants, or you can just use scraps that you might have from other things and just sew. Old piece of clothing that you're not going to use anymore. Practice with that. But I bought a whole bunch of remnants the other day. Most of them, the average price on these was like $1, and they range anywhere from, most of these are like 34, but different lengths. I think the smallest one is 18, but I buy these all the time. These happen to be from Michael's, and as you can see, I got a nice variety of fabrics, and different types of fabrics. You can use these for making small projects. You can sew them together. You can practice with them. I once bought a whole bolt of woven fabric. It was just basic cotton for $5 because I can't remember where I bought it, but whoever it was getting it. It was a clearance. I had like 8 yards of this. And so I've been working with this one pattern that I created on a tank top. And so I made it with that fabric. So this is just a practice run so that I can figure out how to put the straps on, and the back of this particular one, the back crisscrosses. And so I wanted to work on how to figure out how to do that crisscross in the back, and so that the fabric would lay flat and you still saw the fabric, all kinds of things like that. But to do that, I needed to do a practice run. So I made it with this. It was really inexpensive. I got like 8 yards for $5. But I made it, figured out that I'm going to need to line depending on the fabric, I'm going to need to line it. I did figure out that I need an extra inch in the back seam. But that's how you do it. You just practice as you go. Buy fabric that's really cheap and use it. And some of these, like this particular one, this is a canvas. This is 30 inches. Since it's 45 wide, this is 2 bags. I can make 2 bags. I paid $4 for this. I can make 2 bags. So, anyway, be okay with making mistakes. Use scraps to practice on. Piece scraps together to make a yard so that you can make a project if you want to try it. Practice, practice, practice. That's the best thing you can do to get better. And then you build your confidence, and then you make really cool things. And like one of the things I'm going to do in my next video is show you how to make a cute little credit card wallet. So stay tuned for another video on how to make that. Follow me for more. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and have a great day.